today we're going to look at images. We're going to start off by looking at images of movies. And I want you to describe to me what it makes you think about. Does it remind you of something that happened in the past? Or does it make you think about something you would like to do? Now the pictures I'm going to choose are popular movies, what we call Hollywood blockbuster movies, including some dramas, science fiction, romance, comedy, and of course, romance and action movies. Obviously, oh, who just joined? No, nobody just joined. I'm hearing things. Obviously, we can't do this without students in the class, so we will get started shortly. Most of the movies I'm going to pick are relatively recent. However, I will be going back a few years. But you should be able to recall these movies. They are pretty popular. Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you,
Good.
Antonio?
Fine, thank you.
Good. How's your week?
Well, this week is short because on Friday we are on a day off, so this week is only I only have 4 days of work this week.
Wow, I wish I was you.
Yeah.
4 days of work. Well, that's awesome. So I enjoy your short week, and hopefully you're going to have some fun today and learn some things as well.
Perfect.
Excellent. So thank you for coming. Allah, hello Allah, where are you from?
Hello, teacher. I'm from Jordan.
Jordan. Oh, so it's the early hours of the morning right now.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Well, thank you for staying up late just to catch my class.
Thank you.
Um, how is your week so far, Allah? Are you going to school or are you working?
No, I'm working actually.
Okay. Your English is very good. How long have you been learning English?
I learned English in school, but it's been a while since since that, so I'm not using it regularly. So when you don't use it, you lose it. We don't have native speakers here. Uh, and now I'm thinking of doing some exams, so I'm thinking refreshing again and to learn more.
Well, you've got one native speaker here tonight, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of talking. We're going to talk
Mm.
about mostly movies. I'm going to show you guys pictures of movies or actors, and I want you to tell me what comes to mind. Do you remember a movie? Do you remember an event in your past that was, I don't know, like a movie? Were you in a movie? Or does this remind you of something you want to do in the future? It's a relatively easy class, but we need to practice using vocabulary such as adjectives. Adjectives help describe things. So we might talk about a mug, but what type of mug? In this case, an opaque mug filled with ice. Okay, the more descriptive we are, the better we'll be able to communicate. We'll be able to communicate using rich words, okay? And I'll be the first to go. I'll give you an example. But before I do that, I want to say hello to everybody. So we've got Ala from Jordan. Antonio, I didn't ask you where you're from. Where are you from, Antonio?
Yes, I'm from Spain.
Spain. Early morning for you as well. Or is it midnight?
Midnight, right at midnight.
Okay, so thank you for staying up late to catch my class.
You're welcome.
How long have you been learning English for?
Yes, like I studied English at the school, and I've been these last 2 years making the most of English, and I take it and I study harder.
Okay, well, this is a very good class for you as well. So thank you for coming. And now to the other side of the world, we have two students from Brazil. Alicio, welcome.
Hello, Simon.
Good to see you again tonight.
Yeah, me too, Simon.
It's becoming strange not having both you and Raphael in class. You guys are my regulars, and I always look forward to seeing you.
I have some afraid about some classes, like academic English and roleplay. I'm not feel very comfortable to speak easily.
Well, you do very well. I think continued practice makes a huge difference. I honestly think academic English is one of the best classes. It's tough, I know, but you get to practice reading. I help a little bit with pronunciation. And of course, you get to listen to other students. Then we spend the rest of the class, which is usually a good half, having a discussion. So I know it's not an easy class, but it's a very, very good class to help you improve.
Yes.
So I try to offer it at least once a week. Hi, Raphael. How are you this evening?
Hi, Simon. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm feeling better. I have two classes tonight, one right after the other.
That's nice. Nice to hear.
Yeah, maybe I'm just crazy. What do you think?
I don't know. Everyone, I think everyone is a little crazy, no?
Yes, I think you're
Don't be
right.
afraid of that.
Well, and guys, the class I have right after this, and I know if you're in Spain or Jordan, it's awfully late, but right after this, I have a class on headline news. If it's in the newspaper, we'll talk about it. I don't care if it's a local newspaper from your own hometown of 20,000 people, or if it's a major news story breaking around the world. Let's talk about what's in the news. That coming up in an hour. All right, well, guys, I'm going to start by sharing out an image here. Now, this one's going to be relatively easy, I think, because this actor is very old, and he's been in a lot of movies. So just bear with me. I've got to load up the image. It takes about a minute the first time. And I will start first. So here's the image. You can see I'm sharing out my screen. So if you click on my image down below, it'll just focus on that image. So if you click on my name. So when I look at this image, it reminds me that I'm getting older. I remember when this person seemed larger than life and was much older than me. When I was growing up, he was in all the major movies. There was Star Wars, of course, which at the age of 7 I got to see for the very first time, and I can tell you that back then the movie was incredibly detailed. It had a rich story. It had very good acting. It had great scenes, special effects that we had never seen before. Special effects, it didn't require computer-generated images. And of course, there was another series that he was in shortly after that. So I think very much of my younger, youthful years. It takes me back to other countries and other places that I had lived before. Much warmer places than where I live now. So it might seem like I rambled a little bit, but that's okay. I want to get you guys talking. Feel free to talk for a minute or two. Now I want to keep this image up there for a little bit, and I'm going to start with Raphael this time. Raphael, looking at this image, does it remind you of something, or does it make you think about something?
Well, it also reminds me that I'm getting old too, but I don't know. I used to watch adventure movies when I was a child, but it was a long time ago. I believe this picture represents me. One of the good things I did in childhood is watch television. I watch a lot, and I think it's yeah. That's what I have to say right now.
What do you mean? That's all you have to say? You're talking about television, and I'm curious. How so? You like adventure?
Yes, I like to watch science fiction movies when I was younger, like Star Wars, and Star Trek. I think it's Han Solo. I don't know. Remember right the characters, but I think Harrison Ford performed Han Solo when this picture. I don't know.
That's correct. It's Han Solo. Is his character in Star Wars?
Yes, and I liked to watch when I was younger.
Yeah, me too. All right. Thank you very much, Raphael. Alicio, sir.
I was not so young in that time, but I remember very well. I don't know how do you say the name, the title, the movie in English, but I like many movies of Star Wars. I tried to search in the internet, but I like the Indiana Jones, the Harrison Ford, and I know a history that Harrison Ford bought the hat for the movie Indiana Jones near for my city in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
It's very famous in Brazil. The city is very famous.
Yeah, I think he was very lucky as an actor. I think it's very famous everywhere.
Yes, because of his hat. But I don't see the name of the movie.
You don't see the name of the movie. Was it a Raiders of the Lost Ark trilogy?
No, it's the beginning film, the beginning movie.
Oh, the first one, Star Wars.
Perhaps the 1, 2, 3, the 30 movie.
The third one would be, I think, the Return of the Jedi.
No. What's the next? What's
there
the
was
next?
Star Wars. There's The Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi.
Yes, yeah, Strikes Back.
Yeah.
It's the best of the Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm writing this stuff in the group chat. By the way, guys, some vocabulary. If you hear the word trilogy, that means there's 3 movies in an arc. Okay? An arc is usually a story that continues in multiple episodes.
Today we have 10 movies, I don't know.
Well, yeah. 2 movies is a sequel. The second one will be a sequel. You've got a trilogy, and in the case of Star Wars, there's 6 movies.
Yeah, it's
In Star Wars, you've got 12 movies.
many movies.
Yeah. So, well, thank you very much, Alicio. All right, I'm going to change up the actor now, just so that way we keep it new. Somebody else you should be familiar with. I'm taking my time because I've got a couple of images here. I'm not sure which one to show you, so I'll try with this one first. Okay. Antonio.
Yes, the Prince of Bel-Air. Here in Spain, it's very is known as the Prince of Bel-Air, the series of the 19, I think, and and most of the film of this actor, I like the last one. I think I saw. I don't know the name in English. Is I Am Legend, I think.
Okay, so I Am Legend.
I Am a Legend, and actually, all the films of this actor are well. There was the Wild Wild West. I didn't like it very much. In fact, but
so the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and thank you, Raphael, for writing the whole thing out. I couldn't quite remember. I never watched it, but I always liked DJ Jazzy Jeff. Do you remember him, Antonio? DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yes, he was his friend. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I haven't seen him anymore in films or series. But I think he because Will Smith sung as in a group, and this guy was a friend of him, who I think he played the drum. I'm not sure, and she was they have a hands to say hello. I don't know how to say it. They hit his hands in a funny way. I don't know the way. Yes, they clap his hands, and that's it. Yes, I remember him.
One thing I want to do, I want to go down memory lane a little bit here, and it's describe what you see, but sometimes it's also what you hear as well. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take my headphones, or unplug my headphones, and I want to play something. So this is kind of following on Will Smith and his earlier role. I want you guys to listen to this for just a few seconds. Does this sound familiar?
Men in Black? Men in Black.
Parents all the same, no matter time or place. They don't understand that us kids are going to make so do you other kids all across
That's Will Smith when he was a rapper.
You parents just don't understand.
As I remember, in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the song of the beginning was singing for him.
Yeah. So I'll put my headphones back in. What I've done there is I've given you a little clip that you hear. That's a very dated video going back to the late 80s or early 90s. But thank you very much for that trip, Antonio. Let's take it over to Ella from Jordan. Ella, when you see this actor, what do you think about?
Yeah.
What does it remind you?
Yeah, first thing I think about it as Antonio, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It was hilarious, and every time I watch it, I still laugh on it. So yes, Prince of Bel-Air was very good. I remember also, okay, The Pursuit of Happiness is a very good movie. I like it. It's about a story with his son. He took this movie, shooted this movie. It was very good. I like also Hancock for Will Smith and Men in Black also.
Hancock. What was Hancock about?
Hancock was like fiction about a superhero, like Superman or like this, but in a new style. People first were people hate Hancock, and they all thought he's useless, he's mean, maybe, but yeah, lazy. Yeah, yeah. But then he turned up to be a hero of the town.
Yeah, what we consider he was a drunken, lazy Superman.
Yeah,
Imagine guys being out of work, drunken and lazy, but you had the powers of Superman. That's what Hancock is about. It's what if. Yeah,
yeah,
oh, so that was very good. There was Hancock, and the other one you mentioned, Men in Black. How can we forget about Men in Black?
yeah. Very nice movie. Fiction, maybe science fiction, maybe, and action at the same time. Very good.
Yeah, excellent. All right, I want to use this as an opportunity to watch a very, very short video. But let me see if I can find it first. No. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. I'm having trouble finding it. All right, we'll come back to that later. All right, back to Raphael. Raphael,
Yes.
what comes to mind?
I haven't watched this movie yet, Men in Black. I just watched the first one. I didn't. It was an interesting movie, you know. Some people say it's fictional, but some people believe this is true. They are really men. They are really these guys. These people really exist. You know, these guys when they try to uncover the truth about aliens and things about the universe. So yeah, since it's a fiction movie, it brings it make us think. It make us think a little bit about the universe and things related. I
Well,
like this movie.
I
I
can
liked.
tell you that I know that Men in Black do exist. Um, as many of you know, I am a man, and I have a suit upstairs that's black, as well as a black tie and a pair of black shades. So when I put that on, I am a man in black. But not exactly what you're. I know we're talking about aliens, right? Sorry, go ahead, Raphael. I interrupted. Continue.
No, no, I yes. I just have to say, no, I liked the movie and it was interesting.
It was. Now, what I would like to do is show you guys a very quick video that I got from YouTube that reminds me very much about this movie. Whenever I think of Will Smith or I think of this movie, it's always because of this one scene here, this one character. So I'm going to open up YouTube, I'm going to share it out, and then we'll go into Jaliscio to tell me what you think when you watch this video with us. Okay, you ready, guys?
Okay.
So here we go. Just watch this. It's only about 2 minutes long. I posted the link there in case you guys have trouble. Okay, guys, that's it for the video. Helicio, when you watch that video, what comes to mind? What do you think about?
I like that movie, Men in Black, and I hate that kind of dog, like a pig.
Pug? I think it's a pug.
Yeah, it's terrible dog. It's really weird dog, like old bag.
You're saying because it's got wrinkles, it's old?
Yeah, I don't like. I like street dogs. I have two.
Yes.
Yes, it's very friendly with me.
Hmm.
And but I'm very old, and I know the Will Smith, and since he was a singer with the partner, I don't know, it's a long time ago,
Hmm.
in '99, Jazz and Jeff in the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, DJ Jazzy.
Yes, in 1999, I was a younger man at that time,
We all were.
in my 18s.
Well,
A
thank you,
long
Helicio,
time.
for that. You see, we can have a lot of fun with this class, and when you
Do you
start
know?
remembering things, you just forget you're doing English. So
Do you know Jazz?
no, but I met Frank the Pug when I was in Boston a few years back.
Jazz is a character in
He
the
wouldn't
Fresh
talk to me
Prince.
though. I tried talking to him, and he wouldn't do anything. He just did this.
They Jazz is a character in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't
Yes. He is.
remember the name of character.
Oh, I don't either. I don't either. It's been a while. But let's move on. I want to go on to give somebody else a chance. Antonio, who's staying up very late here in Spain. I've got a different picture for you. Tell me, what comes to mind when you think or you see this image here?
Yes, I've seen the film recently. It's about a comedy of a long time ago. I think it's about maybe 60 years ago. The Captain America. And now they have finally uh, make a film about this comic character because I think it's the first film. They
What
have
did you
never done
think
a film
about
before.
the film Captain America?
About the what? The what?
What did
Sorry?
you think about the film Captain America?
Yes, a very good film. I I want to see it, and I didn't expect them to be such a good film. I like it. I recommend you all to go to see this film if you haven't seen it uh, yet.
It is very good. One thing I kind of expected going into it, I thought it would just be, yay, yay, America, go America, a very, very patriotic film. And that's not what it was. It was about a character
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
somehow became this powerful icon, this hero, reluctantly.
yeah. In fact, in the film, Captain America fights against the American scientifics or the technology or they are trying to do because they are well I don't going to tell all the story because some of you maybe don't have want to go to see the film, but
Well, we have some bad Nazis, don't we?
some bad
Nazis in the film.
Noxis, I don't know what it means.
Nazis. It's the, let me spell it for you if you look in the group chat. Nazi.
Yes, Nazi.
Yeah.
I know.
Antonio, could you say this one word for me? Yet.
Jet.
Better. Yet.
Jet.
Better. Better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now we go on to Ella. And Ella, when you see the
Yes.
same image, what comes to mind?
Okay, unfortunately, I didn't see the movie. I just know it's Captain America. It's a character, one of the superheroes, in America, also in the comics and like that. But I didn't see the movie. I know it's a superhero during the World War, maybe the Second World War. Yeah, but mm, it seems like a fiction movie. Uh, yeah, because superheroes and also fiction, of course. But I didn't see the movie.
Okay. Do you like those kind of movies, science fiction movies, or do you prefer a good story like a drama that doesn't
Mm,
have special effects?
yeah, I prefer drama. I don't mind to see these types also, but I prefer drama story, yeah, like that, and also maybe mysteries. I like mysteries. Um, but recently I don't have time, unfortunately, to see movies. Previously, I was a fan of Hollywood, and I watched maybe the most movies in that in the year. But now, no, it's a less more or less.
I like dramas too, Ella, but I still can't get enough of those Hollywood movies. I do like them. I still enjoy movies from other countries, but there's just something about Hollywood movies. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Simon,
Yes, sir.
how is the movie industry in Canada? We don't know a lot about uh, Canadian movies.
Well, and it's tough because actually, when you watch a lot of American movies, you're watching a lot of Canadian actors. A lot of American TV shows, for example, are filmed in Canada and have a lot of Canadian casts on them. Like I don't know too many movies, but in terms of TV shows like Smallville, that was filmed in Canada and has a lot of Canadian actors on it. Like Lois Lane is the Canadian and a bunch of others. Stargate, which went on for 10 years and had spawned two other series, was also filmed and produced in Canada. So a lot of TV shows are filmed and produced here. Supernatural also filmed and produced in Canada. As far as movies, it's hard to tell. I honestly don't know if when I'm watching a movie if it's got Canadian actors in it or American. We do have our own film industry. Some good movies come out of it, but it's not like the American Hollywood movies. I mean, everybody around the world knows about them. But
Okay.
I challenge you, look on the internet for Canadians in Hollywood movies and you'll be surprised. There's probably a bunch of them. Let me do a quick search. See what I come up with. See here. In the meantime, while I'm coming up with those names, Raphael, this image here, a funny image. What comes to mind when you see this image?
It look like a funny image. I don't remember. I haven't watched this movie. Is it from Madagascar movie? I don't know.
I'm not sure, but you don't have to recall an exact movie, but just tell me what you think when you see it.
They seem to be in a funny situation. Perhaps they may be in trouble or something. They have. I believe they. I don't know. It's a comic situation in which these characters they are in trouble for something they have done. They seem to be flying because they are too huge and their size. What can I say? Yes, it seems to be a comic situation, I think.
Yeah. Do you like animated movies?
No, not too much. I'm not a big fan of animated movies. Actually, I haven't watched animated movies, lots of animated movies so far, but I remember I watched Toy Story, when I was really young, and what else? Monsters, I think. Just this movie, a few movies, not too much.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, you asked me for some. What are some Canadian actors? And well, here's a couple here. These are kind of hip, modern actors. Well, at least I think they are, but that doesn't mean anything. Helicio, do you know who any of these people are?
Oh my God. I know the actor and the right, but I don't know the name.
On the right, that's Ryan Reynolds.
I don't remember what movie I watch his.
He's a comedian, right?
Yeah, most of the stuff he plays is what we consider a comic role. But he does play some serious stuff.
I know more singers on Canada.
Yeah, me too. As singers just kind of stick out, don't they? All right, well, let me see if I can show you a few others. This person you're probably very, very familiar with, maybe his father as well. See what happens when you guys ask me a question? Who's this, Helicio? Do you know?
I know his father.
What's his father's name?
Let me remember. Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, unfortunately, somebody else who I don't want to take credit for as being Canadian is Justin Bieber.
Oh my God, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You like
No.
Justin Bieber?
No.
Good idea.
And actually, I'm sorry if he's watching. No.
He's in Spain now. He's in Ibiza. Justin Bieber.
Alanis Morissette is the best.
Somebody needs to give him a spanking. So, but yeah, let me list off some other people. Rachel Adams. You guys know who Rachel McAdams is?
Rachel
McAdams.
For the OC?
I don't know what she's in. Yeah, I know what I can do here. Let's go through these, and maybe we'll change things. We'll talk about movie stars for a little bit here. Okay. So, she was in Real Steel. Oh no, that's Evelyn. So Rachel McAdams.
Oh no, Rachel McAdams.
Yeah. Okay. There's also, I don't know, Anna Paquin. I don't know her. Colby Smulders. She's famous on How I Met Your Mother and the movie Avengers. Ryan Gosling. You guys might know him. Ryan Reynolds. Alicia Cuthbert. I didn't know she was Canadian either. You guys must know Jim Carrey, right?
Yes. It's very famous.
So I could go on. Oh, Hayden Christensen. He's pretty popular too. So a lot of actors that you see on TV that you think are American are actually Canadian. So, yeah, Will Arnett as well. Sorry about that, guys. I get asked a question and I just go off on a tangent. So let's take it to Allah this time. Allah,
Yes.
I'm going to show you an actor here. In this case, happens to be a Canadian one. And I want you to tell me what comes to mind when you see this image of this person. Is there a memory it takes you back to? Does it remind you of a certain time? Do you know who this is?
Yeah, of course. Mr. Evil. Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil.
Victory.
Hello,
It's very fun.
they ill-tempered sea bass? Anyone? No, I've frozen for 30 freaking years. Yes, Dr. Evil.
Yeah,
I actually have a Dr. Evil doll upstairs.
Yeah, that reminds me when I was in school. Yeah, very old maybe. Yeah, I watched these movies. Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell me more.
Can you remind me, please, the name? I can't remember.
Austin Powers, Man of
Austin-
Mystery, International Man of Mystery and Intrigue.
Yeah, yeah, Austin Powers. Yes, yeah. He played many characters in the movie. He was Dr. Evil. He was Austin and his mother. I think I don't remember really. It was long time really. I watched these movies.
And so Austin Powers, it was making fun of another
Yeah.
popular movie. What movie was that?
It's about an agent, right?
Yes.
Yeah, who it's inspect some cases, and so it was funny. Yeah, comedy. Oh yeah, James Bond. He's making fun of James Bond, right?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil and Mr. Bigglesworth. All right. Yeah. The first one was funny, then they got a little silly after that. We haven't seen much of him lately, have we, Ella?
No, because, yeah, I mentioned it reminds me of days of school. Yeah, long time, I think.
Yeah, our school days, back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, Raphael, back to you, sir. What's going on? What does this remind you of? Anything?
I don't remember this movie. I didn't watch this movie. It seems to be a sci-fi movie, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let's try. Let's give you a different one then. How about this one?
Oh yes, I watched this movie.
When did you watch this movie? How long ago was it?
It was a long time ago. I think it was 4 years ago, I think.
Oh, at least.
And I think this film was refilmed. How can I say this? Because it was when there was a previous movie with the same. Because I remember I watched the first version of this. Yes, as a remake. I watched the first version of this movie, and they haven't changed the plot, I think. But it was interesting to realize how simple things, how the most how can I say undeveloped can I say, organisms could save the Earth in the end, you know, because only bacteria were able to save the mankind when the huge weapons were useless against the aliens.
Well, think back to your history of South America. Would the Spanish have been able to conquer as much land as they did if it wasn't for the bacteria and viruses that they brought?
Yes, yes.
Right? So it's not too far-fetched to think that maybe a human virus could somehow take down an alien species. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. All right, now this is where we're going to get away from using props. Alicio.
Teacher, maybe can I ask, please?
Yes, go ahead.
When there is two parts of the movie, we call it sequel, right?
Yeah, the second one is a sequel.
Sequel, but what if the second one is telling a story that explain what happened or what we see in the first one? So they go back in time.
Well, I think you're talking about a prequel.
Prequel, okay.
Yeah, so the second movie takes place before the first movie. Yeah, so that's a prequel. What do you call it if a movie doesn't do very well? It bombs. The movie bombs. Right? Just terrible, terrible. All right, let's go back to, now I forgot who I was with. Yeah, Alicio. So we're not going to use props anymore. I just want you to tell me about, based on what we've talked about here tonight, we've talked a lot about movies and actors, and we even talked about Canadian actors.
Let me ask you about one movie, your opinion.
Oh. Okay, well, recently I saw the movie Ender's Game.
No, I chose the movie for you.
I don't understand.
I will choose a movie
for me. Okay, go ahead.
What do you think about Terminator? The history of Terminator.
Terminator. Oh, that was honey. My wife wanted to. She brought me a drink, and she doesn't realize I'm teaching right now. You know, the first movie was awesome as a 14-year-old. But when I look back on the Terminator series now, I find them funny and silly. Although I believe Google is working on Skynet.
Yes, a real story. Almost a real story. It depends of the time.
Look at, and you just have to look at Boston Dynamics. Okay, so we know that Google is a huge company. Okay, they have so many servers, so many data centers. They have a huge network that they have built up over the years, the biggest in the world. So much data.
Yes,
but
yes.
Hold on.
Sorry.
I
think it's
Boston Dynamics.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Sam.
I want to show you this short little video.
Okay.
And it's kind of scary because when you look at this, you think, wow, could this be the start? Could this be the start of Skynet and the robots? So let me just see if I can add this video. Or maybe not. Maybe it just won't work. Oh, here we go. So guys, take a look at this. Now they've also made robots that can stand up like humans as well, that look like humans. Now this one's kind of loud. They've got ones that aren't as loud, that are quiet. And it can also go very fast. What does a search company need with these types of robots?
I
What do you
think they're trying to create robots to replace humans, to perform human tasks, I think, or animal tasks.
Could be. This is kind of bizarre, isn't it?
Yes, really.
Yeah. I'm going to show you one more. Oh, let's see. What about this one here? You might want to watch this little video later that I just pasted, because we're coming up to the end of class here. It's a very astonishing what they've been able to do. But I kind of wonder, you know, what is Google planning? Is Google just thinking of their next steps? Is Google thinking of, oh yeah, I got to show you this one here. Got a few minutes. Guys, we're running out of time. All right, watch this video. Look how strong this robot is. I don't know if I could throw the brick that far, Raphael.
Me neither.
What do you think, Allah?
I'm sorry, I can't see the link.
Oh, well, here's the link. This company has developed a whole bunch of robots that can go anywhere. What do you think of this, Antonio?
Yes, I think they are also investigating about small robots like the size of an insect to can win webcams to spay to be able to spay being placed without problems. But I think they have a long way to get to the Terminator technology.
I don't know. Look at these little things. These are the like little robots that can jump 20 feet.
And this is that's robots are what they.
These are all real. These are all real. That's why when you ask me about Terminator, I think of Google and I think of their newly acquired Boston Dynamics, and I think, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I was speaking with the microphone silent. Yes, I was saying that if they show us these robots, what they will have, because they will have something secret, and they upload these images over the internet, so they will have another robot, the better in secret, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, guys, I have to bring class to slightly early close because in 5 minutes I'm teaching another class right here at VerbLink. So I need a few minutes to have a quick pause, get some fresh water, and then be back here. Now, this class is all about headlines. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at news articles from around the world, start a conversation. Now, one thing that happened yesterday is a very famous actor, Robin Williams, died. Maybe we'll talk about that. Guys, I hope to see you in an hour, but certainly Antonio and Ella, it's very early where you are. I don't expect you to be here, but I do hope to see you guys. If not, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I
Thank
have
you.
to go. I need to go to the
Oh.
bed.
I
See you
understand.
another
Bye
day.
bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.